Will CJ McCollum's jersey be retired in New Orleans? We here to tell you the truth.
First took away. Yes, for this. Get your money's worth now.
Welcome to another episode of Pro Pels Talk. This program is brought to you here by Scott Vigner, Injury Lawyers. Have you been injured in any kind of accident, car, truck, 18-wheeler, hurt offshore? Scott Vigner handles it all. Give him a call. 504-500-1111 for a free consultation. Yes, free consultation. They always fight for the win. Chris, Lito, 5 here for a special snowstorm episode here. Lito dressed like the snow has made its way inside. We got 5 here. First of all, brothers, how y'all doing? How has playing with snow been like for you guys today?
Man,
especially Lito. I know Lito love to play with snow.
I feel like it's a triple entendre somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, this shit terrible. I don't know how motherfuckers do this. I don't need to see snow again for the rest of my life. I am good, cousin. Like this is. I opened the door, bro. The crazy part about the shit, right? Not having experience with snow. I opened the back door to let my dog outside. The fucking snow has formed a wall on my back door. It's a wall. It's like this shit's so disrespectful. Like you can't even. I don't know how y'all do this. This is beyond me.
Nah, it's been cool. I ran a couple miles in the snow. I haven't been playing in the snow like Eve's Misi or nothing like that. But
Allegedly.
No.
Well, actually.
But it was a good time.
I don't know the backstory on that one.
Hey, listen. It seems to be a good backstory on that one. But listen, I had a good time today, man. It was good to see. It was almost like New Orleans was trying to heal itself, finally having a good time doing something. People weren't driving cars and shit. Whatever it was, this one dude, but he was driving a Jeep, dragging somebody on skis behind his Jeep, which was pretty dope. But yeah, man, it was a great time, bro. I had a great time with the snow.
Lito, how much snow y'all supposed to get?
I don't really delve in that. I'm gonna just say a lot. I'm a professional. You're not
that man fighting. That man fighting. That man fighting. Well, look, we're here to talk about another professional here, man. We're here to talk about CJ McCollum. You see the setup 5? You see?
Punchline, set up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Everybody that's pulling up in the live here, man. We got, I don't know what about Kobe Bryant here, 24 people. It's down to Jordan now, but I'm sure the numbers will get up as we go along. Yeah, man, we gonna talk CJ McCollum. What did he drop? 45 yesterday? 45 yesterday. Dropped 50 a couple weeks ago. Justin had a tweet mentioning, and I think we've all talked about it before, about the Pelicans all-time three-pointers made record is in reach for him. I think 8, or he's like 8 or 13 away. I mean, the way he's playing, he can get that Wednesday, right tomorrow against the Bucks.
Yes, sir.
But for a dude that's barely been here, I don't know if people realize how crazy that is. Even in this era of shooting and 3-point volume, that's kind of crazy. It says a lot about the franchise, but also says a lot about CJ McCollum for that to be in reach. First, let's start there, Lito. CJ, what does it say about a dude that's been here? He's been in New Orleans? About to be 3 years here?
Yeah,
3-4 years.
Yeah.
This upcoming February, what does that say about his time here? Yeah, dude. I mean, what he's had some missed time, not as much as the number 1 and number 2 guy, but he's battled through enough. What does it say about him being this close to breaking not just any kind of record? Like we're talking a 3-pointers made record for an entire career here.
Not to overwhoop, but I think that if you gotta put it in context like this, 4 years, 198 games, 623 pointers.
Yeah.
It took Jrue 7 years, 415 games to make 628. If you would have gave CJ 7 years in a Pelicans uniform, he would have 1,400 3-pointers made. Just going along the pace that he set. Like
that boy
Biden. Hey, I'm here to work, man. I can't go outside. You know what I'm saying? I can't go outside. And look, this is the crazy part. Jrue has 1,800 3-pointers attempted, 1,817 to be exact. CJ so far is only shot 1,500 threes. Like the efficiency, not just the number, but the efficiency on the number, that's incredible. That's getting your money's worth. That's getting changed for $1 right there. That's nothing on the table. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that in the tip jar. I ain't pausing that.
No, I mean it was more me thinking if your foot was even on the line. But go ahead, Five.
No, man. Just to be in this conversation, like he's 8 3-pointers away, and realistically, he could end this shit real time in 2 games, more or less. He could be the guy that leads your franchise and made threes in less than 3.5, 4 years. And this is how people should start grading CJ McCollum's like time in New Orleans based on what he was brought here to do, right? If you grade him as a third option, like he exceeded everything you thought he should be. If you grade him as the third option, but the fact that your number 1 and 2 options were unavailable, that's why you think about, oh, he doesn't come in clutch, or he doesn't do X, Y, and Z, or he wasn't brought here to do that. He was brought here to make shots. This number should actually be higher. He should already have this motherfucking record. Truth be told, he should have probably knocked this out in the first 2.5 years, to be honest.
Yeah.
If we're keeping it a buck. But no.
Now,
go ahead, Chris.
Now, I mean, Five, to put this, I guess, in further perspective, no matter if he breaks the record soon, let's say it's tomorrow, he finishes this year, it's going to be interesting. I mean, who knows? He could be someone that's playing his final days as a Pelican. There's a good chance he won't have the record very long because Trey Murphy is
a brother on that list.
Trey Murphy's like 6 with 529. So he's like one full season away from CJ. But the efficiency in regards to, we're talking games played, like it's something that won't be repeated. And even if it's for a half a year or if it's for a season, what up, bro? Appreciate you, dog. That's his way of saying it's about to get crazy.
Yeah. Good to
go. But I mean, we got See, here we go. We got and for the rest of this list, right? Brandon Ingram is 3rd, right? Page is 4th. Ryan Anderson is 5th, and then you got Trey, and then there's the drop off. You get to Eric Gordon, Rasul Butler, Chris Paul. But that's saying something, and that leads us to, I guess, our next question. Chaz put together a tweet about him believing that CJ may be the second best guard in Pelicans history today. I still think he got to get at least a playoff series victory for him to pass Jrue, or play in New Orleans a little bit longer for that to be the case. But I can see the argument if you choose to make it. But he's finishing no lower than 3rd. When you think about the guards, the conversation is really simply Jrue, Chris Paul, and CJ. We know he's not 1. Do you guys think that CJ either A, is 2nd as of today, or has a chance in the near future to be behind Chris Paul if we're talking Pelicans guards? I mean, I feel like I'm being disrespectful to Baron Davis, but I'm not. I mean, he only played in New Orleans
3 years.
2 years, 3 years. You know what I'm saying? 2 playoff appearances. But what y'all think?
Wait, hold on. Before you say that, I want to say one thing about that 3-point list.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. If you look at that list, there's nobody with a tenure past 8 years. Nobody. in the history of the franchise, you don't have a shooter on the list past 8 years.
Say, bro, Lito, that's Ryan. Shout out to Ryan. And he wasn't the only person. I had a couple comments when I asked. Shout out to Five for being the first to say yes. But I asked her. That's crazy. But I asked earlier. If CJ's jersey should be retired. He was like, yeah, strictly off GP. There's a few others saying like, man, like, we giving play-in series or 2 playoff series guys jersey retirements, and I'm like, dog, like, yeah. He said the bar is low. I said, yeah, like the Pelicans bar is low. They say the changes about CJ. The Pelicans bar is low. You really only talking 2, maybe 3 guys. Well, maybe 4. That should probably, in New Orleans history, that we should be having conversations about having their jersey retired. It's Anthony Davis. It's Chris Paul. David West.
I was about to say, because if you
and Jrue,
I don't know.
Okay, but I'm saying like that's a conversation. Currently, the only jerseys hanging from that motherfucker is Pete Maravich.
Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, like that's it. So, the bar is low, but it is what it currently is at this point. It's not like we're talking about a franchise that is known for their ability to win playoff series. They've only won 2.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you giving pushback
2
to CJ, right? You can't hang Jrue jersey.
Like, y'all on the same run. I think that's the conversation we're trying to have, right? Like, who you picking, either CJ or Jrue? And I think you have an argument for both. You have a legit argument. To be honest, if CJ had Drew's years, it wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't be close. It wouldn't even be happening. Jrue, him being in New Orleans, I think he should have multiple first team all defenses, based on the team just not performing well enough. He wasn't able to get those like as he should, or even possibly a defensive player of the year. But if CJ played here, I think Jrue played here 6 years, if I'm not mistaken?
7.
7 years? Okay. If CJ McCollum played here 7 years, easily, I think he'll be, eclipsing numerous records or being close to games played. The shit he does off the court, I think that really that's the general principle that I'm really talking about. The shit he does off the court, like in connection with the shit he does on the court, you kind of have to honor that, right? If you do, it's cool. Go ahead, Lito. My bad.
No. I ain't mean to cut you off. My bad.
No, I'm straight.
Are we potting? Like,
yeah.
Are we potting?
Yeah.
All right. I think we got a personal opinion. This is just me. This is no reflection of nobody else. I think a large part of Jrue's tenure in New Orleans was disappointing.
Ooh,
talk to me.
Okay.
I think as much as we put Jrue on a pedestal of what he did, this defensive presence, and as offensively talented as he was, like, there's a lot of times Jrue went missing. Jrue, you could count on the first 20 games of the season and not see Jrue. Like, you could. Jrue was as gifted as far as like big guards go. He was gifted. He could get to the rack whenever he wants to, right? His 3-point shot, even it's crazy that he's at the top of this list, was inconsistent as hell in New Orleans. Like, he was not a great shooter. Look at who he played with, right? Like Anthony Davis. If you would have gave CJ 7 years with Anthony Davis, CJ would have, again, he would have 2,224 3-pointers made, like just doing the math. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think we romanticize Jrue Holiday a lot. And in actuality, like, it wasn't what like our memory tells us it was.
I think part of it is we keep saying the bar is low, right?
Yeah.
If I'm correct, which I believe that I am, and the Hornets / Pelicans have only won 2 series in the history of their franchise, the entire history. Well, Jrue got one of them.
Yep.
And Jrue just so happened to play spectacular in that series. That's also, I think, where we're talking about where he stands, right? If this was a different franchise that was used to winning playoff series, then maybe we could rank him a little bit lower, but it is what it is because now, like, and here's something else you said. You said everybody that that you name, no one's played longer than 8 years, which means no one stays long in New Orleans. If you stay 8 years, that's like you like Udonis Haslem here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might as well stage your whole career because it's hard to make it to a 9th year with New Orleans. It's just that's what the franchise tells you. So it's hard to see a third contract. So I could see, and I mean, look, like, if Jrue doesn't silently ask for a trade, he might still be a Pelican. I mean, he might not have ever got moved. I think that the question, though, I do agree with you, and it is a good point. Cole said that the only ones that he gave Jrue the nod, right? I think that Jrue and CJ, by the time this is over, if you say yes to one, I do agree that you got to say yes to the other.
You know what's funny? I think the thing that gives Jrue some credence is his ability. I mean, he won a championship after he left the Pelicans. That almost helps his case, right? I know it sounds wild, like almost the Pelicans or the organization held Jrue's talent back. And when he got with the Bucks, it, opened up doors that he didn't, he wouldn't have gotten here. So that almost gives him like, okay, he was better than what was shown here in New Orleans. Whereas CJ, I think he played most of probably his better basketball in Portland, especially on a bigger stage, right? Getting to a Western Conference Finals with two guys that are, 6 feet under leading a team. I think that was super impressive, right? I mean, they lost to the Pelicans maybe. I think that was a year after. I got swept, but again, like to Jrue's, like for Jrue, is like you got better, not better, but you were able to show more after you left. So that almost gives you a more validation. We'll have to see what CJ does if you're going to grade it the same way after he leaves to possibly, grade it the same.
That's my problem though, because you had 7 years here to show your worth. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it, he was injured. Like I'll give you, like it was like maybe 2.5 years where he was injured out of that. And shout out to Chaz. You can't make the club in the tub. Like it just is what it is. Like I'm not trying to harp on that, but Jrue's I think best years in New Orleans. I think his highest points per game is 21 points a game. That's a low bar for CJ. Like that's a, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't.
I feel you, but just a little pushback.
All right.
It's not that like Jrue. I mean, okay, yeah, you can be like he didn't perform well or didn't perform consistently at a high level. But also he played here with some in the out of position in a sense to me, right? Like he shouldn't have been your lead guard. Like that shouldn't have been Jrue's responsibility. And when he got a lead guard in Rondo, everything else worked.
Yep.
It all made sense. And I think we should grade CJ just in that same fashion. Like he's been placed out of position here in New Orleans, just like Jrue was. And I think that's the level or the foundation we should grade both of them at. If they've been placed in the right place, then we can see this team. Well, we can grade these players consistently.
I'm mad at that. I'm mad at that.
Nah, well said. I mean, look, I want to ask you because this opens a larger question about CJ McCollum and just we're talking his career arc. Like he is on the back nine of his career, and shooting guard. When we're talking about like the history of the NBA, there's a lot of debates after when it comes to that position and where certain guys rank and why. So I do I do want to talk a little bit about maybe where CJ ranks. And if you tell me that, you think he's in elite company of some of the guys that, he's going to be surrounded with all time, then that might also make our question a little bit easier. But before that, I got to show Lito and Five a video. We talking about dogs. We talking about dogs. Lito's a dog lover. Everyone who has a dog, all their dogs enjoyed the snow today. Here's a cool video about dogs. Lito, Five, tell me what you think.
You heard? I shot y'all a messed up video on the first. I'm gonna shoot y'all something better. Not only me breathing hard, only me being fat. What y'all could say about him? Say what you want about Bobby. Don't talk about my son, you heard? Bump into a person and big man ting, you know?
Where was the dog?
You want me? You want to replay it?
I don't need to see it.
Okay.
But I just wanted to ask, where was the dog?
It was don't worry about it. Hold on. It's right under him. Don't worry about it. Hold on.
I shot y'all a messed up video on the first. I'm gonna shoot y'all something better. Not only me breathing hard, only me being fat. What y'all could say about him? Say what you want about Bobby. Don't talk about my son, you heard? Bump into a person and big man ting, you know?
The only thing that pops in my mind is Big Mama, your arm.
Hey,
That's it.
I'm trying to figure out, is this nigga squatting? Is he sitting or is he standing up? And his knees are just like, I'm confused. Why is the dog albino? The dog's not white, it's albino. His eyes are pink. I'm a little confused about what's happening.
Is okay, the thing that was at the bottom, it was almost as if that dog or that thing that was at the bottom was from Lafayette, right? Like from Cajun country. Like it was Classe Blanc is what they would call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought the dog was Latino the whole time, but
I can see that. Chico. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought Latino. Shout out to Latino dogs. Those that exist. PJ Brown. PJ Brown. Yeah, like shout out to PJ Brown. They had, the Hornets back in the day had a PJ Brown bobblehead night.
Tractor trailer.
Here.
Robert
Tractor Trailer. Rest in peace.
My dog.
Rest in peace.
No, I don't want to be disrespectful. So I won't be disrespectful, so I don't want to comment on PJ Brown.
You was about to okay.
You got another one of those? No.
You got a real story about PJ Brown?
No. I'm just talking about no.
PJ Brown don't even look like one of them individuals for you to have altercation with. But to be fair, either did Nnamdi. So allegedly.
No way. We can't say his name. We can't say his.
Oh, okay. Whatever you say his name, he just appears. Like you just get a call.
He's still from Lafayette. So nah, I got no smoke with PJ, man. Shout out to his daughter though. I think she playing the WNBA. Like she
okay. Context. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like she.
What's her name?
I feel, why are you doing this? Like that's crazy.
What's her name?
What? What's her name? Yeah.
Wait, y'all ain't know his daughter who?
No.
For real?
What's his daughter's name?
Man,
right. Kalani
Brown, or what's her last name?
Kalani Brown. Yeah.
From Slidell?
Yeah. That's his daughter.
What?
Let me ask you something.
No, don't ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing.
Let me ask you something.
What's that?
You ever met Kalani?
I mean, she's from Slidell.
Yeah.
Up the street. It ain't like, I mean,
you not answering the question.
Hey.
You met.
Whoa.
Huh?
How this?
You been taking frequent. You was taking frequent trips to Slidell.
I mean, it's 25 minutes. That ain't.
Bruh.
No, I mean I understand that, but I'm like.
Hey,
what's your favorite cocaine reference? When you talking about rap music?
Nah.
I like the way you clean that up. They're right.
Yeah, mine is them kilos came. I give you Bobby Brown job.
Okay.
Hold on. Tell a story.
He got no story. I I have
That
no
boy,
story.
that boy sidestepping. That boy
Yeah.
sidestepping.
Euro night.
All
Got no
right.
Shout out to
All right,
whoever
so-
gave me this candle, man. Somebody gave me a candle.
That's hard.
Yeah, they on a podcast. It was like, man, you on a man, you lit up from the podcast, man. I like real shit. Gave me a candle, man. Thank you. Bergamot too.
Shout out to my dog.
Shout out to
that-
Kalani.
Yeah, shout out to Kalani. Shout out to my dog that hollered at me today. He said he watched our podcast. Appreciate you, dog.
Man, love.
Yeah.
Shout out to anybody that watched
Yeah,
this
man.
show,
Back
man.
to
Yeah,
back to
man.
CJ McCollum.
Yeah. So all right, quick. Without looking, without thinking. CJ McCollum, is he a top 20 all-time shooting guard?
NBA?
Yep.
Ooh.
That's tough.
It's real tough.
That's tough.
Yep.
Jordan, Kobe, AI.
Hey, let's start there. Give me your top 5 shooting guard list, 5.
Jordan, Kobe, AI, D Wade.
Oh man, that's tough, man.
Ray Allen.
Mm.
And Ray
Okay.
Allen's my favorite player. Yeah.
All right, Lito.
This is in no order. Kobe, Mike,
Damn.
James.
James Harden.
Yeah.
I forgot
Yeah.
about James.
Is this your
D-Wade.
favorite, or is this who you think?
Yeah.
top 5?
These are.
Kobe, my favorite player ever. So Kobe,
Okay.
Mike. I think James Harden the third greatest shooting guard of all time.
That's what I gotta switch mine.
But-
up, bro.
But he's in your top 5 favorite.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I didn't see. The thing is, like, I wasn't particularly fond of his brand of basketball. I didn't like how he. But you can't like deny what he did.
Sure you can. We potting. What the fuck? We potting. You surely can, because he ain't in my
No.
top 5.
No, because this
He
is
in my top 5, but he's not in my top 5.
This the thing. If motherfuckers giving Luka credit, you
Don't.
gotta give James credit.
But is James
No, I don't.
really a shooting guard though, bro?
He was a point guard, but
That's what I'm saying.
you can't. I don't know. Like I see him more.
I seen him more as a point. He just scored the ball, but like
Oh shit! This
Finish your list.
that's what I'm saying, dog.
Finish your list.
That's fucked up, Chris. You put us on the spot. Like there was no time to deliberate this.
Yeah. Hey,
know
I
you
mean,
did.
I'm on the spot too. I didn't.
Shout out to Clay, man. You can do anything when you pod.
Yeah. See, Clay, dog, Clay,
Clay.
man. Send.
Shut up.
There we go. Yeah. Mama named him Clay. There's another one.
Damn, T-Mac.
How you not gonna put the
Oh.
second best shooter in your top 5? Second best shooter all time, not your top 5. That's crazy.
Who that?
Who's that?
Who that?
Clay.
Nah,
No.
No.
Okay.
absolutely not.
No. Now, see, that's the
that-
difference.
that
I actually wanna
bit's-
talk about. Hold tight. We actually have this conversation. We can separate shooter, like if we want to give out our best shooters and our best shooting guards. Those are two
Totally
separate things.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
Right.
fire. Let's put that one to the side. We
Yeah.
definitely getting back to that. We definitely get back to that.
See
Yeah.
you, Cole.
Fire pod. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. So shooting guards. Lito, finish your list.
Damn, I'm so sorry to hear this.
That's a crazy goat. Let me find out. Let me hold on. Let me find that Rollo Rodriguez picture. Cause that's a crazy goat.
I hate Reggie Miller, dog.
Reggie in my top 5 though. But go ahead.
Top 5 what?
Man, come on, Chris. What?
Shooters or shooting guards? See, that's what I'm saying.
So look, I look at like like any list, like rappers. Like I got like actual like rapper lists, and then I got like my favorites. You know what I'm saying? So I got people that wouldn't go. So Reggie Miller wouldn't be, if I'm like naming like who's the actual top 5 shooting guards, Reggie wouldn't be in that list. We talking about favorites though. We talking about favorites.
We talking about favorites. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, we talk about favorites. He make the list.
Okay,
You know what
cool.
I'm saying? You know, like if you had like 5, if you was naming like top 5 favorite guards, Jamal Crawford might make your list.
Oh, for sure. That's number 1.
You know what I'm saying? Right. There you go.
Oh, I see what we doing. We making rap.
Yeah.
Let's go favorite. Our
We
favorites.
podding. Yeah, we
I
podding.
think I think favorites tell you like about like my favorites tell me about me, right? So like my list would be different. I mean, still got you're talking about shooting guards. We're just saying that it still be Jordan, Kobe, AI wouldn't have D Wade in the conversation for me. Still probably be James. I'll probably end up with Ray because that's my favorite player. And I'll add Jamal Crawford and stand on it because that's fucking Jamal Crawford. But I wouldn't see no problem with anybody adding anybody else. There's no disrespect to Reggie Miller. I mean, dude shooting his hands crossed.
Yeah.
Shout
out to my dog Reggie.
Motherfucker.
You know who I hate?
Who?
I hate Vince Carter with a passion. I hate him. I hate Vince Carter. I hate Vince Carter, bro. A waste of talent.
First of all, Vince Carter might be the most disappointing player of all time.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. That's my problem. Like, he don't have excuse like T-Mac, right? T-Mac, I gotta like really like lock down on my list. But wait, huh?
His back. Once his back, like once he hurt his back, he was done. And then he had
knee injuries too.
Microfracture to do it.
Yeah. So I mean, like, but T-Mac might make my favorite. He might make a lot of people's favorites, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Vince don't have that excuse, right? Vince played 20-something years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no. He definitely got hurt, Cole. He definitely got hurt, but not in the same way. Vince had more prime elite years than some of these dudes that I'm talking about, and he ain't cash in. Except that, man, look, like we potting, right? There's no reason. I don't give a fuck how good Allen Iverson was. There's no reason. I know how magical the year was. I know about the braids. I know about the tats. I know how great he was. I know about the MVP year. There's no way Vince Carter should have allowed that man to send him home. No fucking way. No fucking way. It is impossible. Vince should have allowed that, bro, with his gift and his talent. He's sold, bro. He's sold. Bro. I'm sorry.
Say, bro, you want me to tell you my real that series that weekend, my real problem? That man prioritized graduating from college. I know that probably sounds crazy, dog.
No, it don't.
Like, bro, fuck your degree, bro. We trying to go to the finals right now. Like,
send that bitch in the mail.
Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, you and then the fact that, like, bro, Vince was at when he was at UNC. Matter of fact, that UNC team, he was on a couple of those teams. I was like, dog, there's no way Vince Carter could go to the NBA and not be like one of the guy. He had all the intangibles. He could fucking do everything.
Exactly. So why didn't he? You know what I'm saying? Why with still having close to prime athleticism did he end up getting traded from Toronto to New Jersey and playing with J Kidd and company? Why didn't that work? And then after that, New Jersey at the time saying, all right, that's not enough. We're going to send his ass to Orlando. And then that not work. And then after that, it was over with.
I'm about to draw some
prime Vince was done.
I can draw some parallels for y'all. Vince Carter is the Anthony Davis. Like they have the closest parallel to anything, right? Elite talent. Like AD should be considered like one of the greatest basketball players we've ever seen. And he won't be. And Vince Carter the same way. Right? 7 foot AD can dribble, shoot, pass, score, defend, switch, anything you name, he can do on the basketball floor. You look at Vince Carter at that time, the two guard was the premier position on the basketball floor. Everything was going through him. He could shoot as much as he wanted. He could defend. He could jump. He had the athleticism. He had the charisma. He had a whole country on his back. And he left that because he didn't want the pressure, truthfully. Right? I remember that NBA Finals because I was a New Jersey Nets fan. Jason Kidd is one of my favorite players. Jason Kidd had to lead that team for it to be good. It wasn't Vince Carter. It was just a byproduct of what Jason could do. Just like AD. Like he had to go team up with Bron to actually do something. So those are the parallels I want to draw between those two players because they have the talent, all the talent in the world. They just wasn't dogs enough to do it alone or be leaders.
Anthony Davis is the best player in the world until you need him to be.
Oh, yeah. For shit show.
But at least with AD though, I could say like AD's one of the better. He's one of the best defenders in space, like at his position I've seen.
No doubt.
You know,
Yeah.
like I could give him that. What's the best compliment I could give Vince Carter? His pump fake, his in-game dunking.
Greatest dunk of all time.
It's that, right? Like that's his superpower. Because when you talk about Vince Carter, the first thing they're gonna show you is him versus Miami. Motherfucker go for the steal. He gonna wrap that motherfucker around his back, and he gonna eliminate what's your man?
Alonzo Mourning.
Like, hey, bro, greatest dunk I've ever seen in my life. He jumped over a dude that was 7 feet tall in the Olympics.
Yep.
Like, cool. Motherfucker, did you win a lot?
Yep.
Dog, you know, I seen Vince Carter do. I only seen 2 people do this particular move running full speed, and it's about to probably it's so simplistic. But if you like poop, then you know, like Vince would run full speed and dribble the basketball between his legs. Son, that's not no like routine shit. You can't just do that. Like he got this move against Orleans, Indiana, where he was. I don't know why the fuck they had. What's my man name that played in Golden State? With the flat top, Chris Mullins. Why the fuck was Chris Mullins shaking Vince Carter? Like why did we do that to him? That reverse dunk that he like, bro, that shit is.
Vince Carter invented breakaway rims. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it weren't for him, like they'll still be breaking glass. Like they had to change it up. Him and Shaq. Clyde was nice, man.
A lot of people, like, I don't know. I won't say hate Clyde.
A lot of people hate Clyde.
Clyde and George Gervin get lost, man.
Because of Jordan,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's the only reason people hate Clyde, bro.
Clyde from New Orleans?
No, Joe Dumars from Louisiana, but Clyde not from New Orleans. No.
That's what Wikipedia say.
What? He from New Orleans?
He was born in New Orleans and then moved?
I think so.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was born in New Orleans, but he was raised in Houston.
Yeah, that
makes sense.
Because he went to Houston, huh?
Yeah,
he went to Houston.
Went to Houston, played at Houston. Him, what was it? Phi Slamma Jamma. That's what they call themselves.
Yep.
Clyde Drexler looked 47 when he was 15 years old.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
this is crazy, bro.
He got that shit DeAndre Ayton got, bro. The way you just look old as a young man.
This is a really good question.
Like, what we talking about when we ask this question? Oh, what we talking about?
No, he was not.
He wasn't.
I don't give a fuck what we talk about. I mean,
he wasn't.
Okay,
he wasn't?
In the slam dunk contest, he was better.
Oh, no. I don't think he was better than T-Mac.
Like,
skill. No, hell no. Nope. I think he had the potential to be better.
Yep.
But
he should have been better.
Yeah.
He should have been better.
You say that,
he should have been better.
Say, bro, hold on. I just got it. Before we move on, this is this man's sophomore picture at the University of Houston, bro. This man was a sophomore college, dog.
That's not real. That's not real. That's not real. That's not real, bro. He took that at 95. He took that at 95, bro. No, that's not real. That's not real, bro.
I swear to God.
No, it's not. It is not. It's not real.
Based on that logo, it looked real. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I went to the University of Houston's website, dog.
No, he came back years later and took that photo, bro. There's no way that's him at
He took that shit in the 90s, though.
Yes, 100%.
Oh, man.
That's crazy. Clyde.
Hey, hold on. Somebody had said, no, Cole said that boy, oh, no. He was talking about having hair in college or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of niggas in that time was shaving their heads on purpose.
Yeah, it's sick. It's sick.
Didn't even need to be bald, but chose to be bald.
It's sick. He Jada Kiss.
I blame Mike.
It's Jada Kiss' fault. It's Jada Kiss' fault.
If you're looking for Buddy from Onyx.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Let me. So
Jason Richardson. Oh, come on now.
Hey, Jay had a run.
Top 20 though.
Oh no. Oh wait, is that who we talking about?
I thought we were just naming shooting guards. But
He's definitely not. He's definitely not top 20. So I'm gonna read y'all a top 10 list here. That just a random one. I believe that this top 3 is pretty much the 3, and then from there you just figure out what you want to do, right? Right. Do the knowledge, nigga.
Fredo Star, yeah, that's brother.
Yeah. Shout out to Fredo Star, man. So we got Mike. We
My
got
bad, Cole. You was right.
like, come on, bro. Like, like what we doing? He kind of like Herb here.
He still look like he's 40.
Hey, he do look like he got a mortgage.
Yeah. Shout out. All right, man. I blame the cigarettes. So we got Mike Jordan. We got Kobe at 2. We got D Wade. And then from there, it's like, I think maybe James is 4. And then from there, you kind of round it out however you want to. But this list has AI 4. They got James 5, George Gervin 6, Clyde 7, Reggie Miller 8, Ray Allen 9, Vince Carter 10.
Nah.
That's there. And then we get in, and then post 10, we get Earl the Pearl, we get T-Mac.
Earl of Pearl, a crazy nickname, dog.
That's
Hell,
fire.
It is fire.
Because he had the finger roll, bro. Like,
it's fucked up in 2025, but like at that time, Earl of Pearl was
Calling that man Black Jesus for real. That's
now that's the knowledge right there.
Yeah.
That boy know his shit. We got Klay Thompson. We got Sam Jones. Shout out to Celtics. Manu at 16. Dennis Johnson at 17. Joe Dumars 18th. Gail Gurridge at 20. And that's pretty much CJ.
Yeah.
CJ he just ain't got like
top 30.
He ain't won nothing, dog. Like and when I say won nothing, I ain't talking about like even like I'm not talking about championships. Like he don't have an all-star appearance. Like
that's the thing that hurts him.
He don't have
does
he have an all NBA?
That's politics though.
That's about the only thing you got.
That's politics though.
Yeah.
I know, but I mean, you need something, but you can't go on there and just
dog. It's just it's Steve Nash winning the MVP twice and Kobe getting it one time. Like it's Chris Paul never having an MVP. It's politics.
Yeah, I mean, but you almost got to make it to a point where you might not have the major awards, but shit, you got to have at least a third team all NBA.
You gotta have something, dog.
Like, right? You gotta at least pinch the bitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta have something to be in this conversation. But I got Lou Will over a lot of those dudes, and like not just in my favorite list, but not Lou Will. Sorry, Jamal Crawford among a lot of those dudes.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's tough for CJ because he ain't higher than Devin Booker, right? Who's playing right now? He's not higher than
God damn.
He not higher than DeMar DeRozan.
No,
like
shit, he's still battling with Brandon. Truth be told,
yeah. I mean, if we keep it in a buck, like
Brandon. I mean, I don't know if you consider him a 3, but
wait,
I mean,
when you say battling with Brandon, what you mean? Like, what you mean when you say? As far as like, because Brandon got an All-Star.
Yeah, you're talking about accolades, really.
Oh,
like,
all right. Yeah.
Shit, Brandon got what, an All-Star and the most improved?
Yep.
He better than Joe Johnson?
Who, CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Joe was a 2?
Joe was a 2.
Yeah, Joe's a 2.
Ooh,
No.
that's tough.
No. All-Star. Like his
Multiple,
team.
yeah.
With his team, like they had like the best record in the NBA multiple times. But I thought Joe was a 3. I thought they probably had
Joe made an All-NBA.
man, what's your boy?
Did he?
Matter of fact, he works for the Hawks now. White dude.
7 All-Star teams.
7?
Was he a guard?
7 All-Star.
Joe Johnson made the All-Star team set.
7.
God, it's what I'm saying, bro. Like if CJ is in the East, we probably having a different conversation, bro.
Okay.
We probably having a different conversation.
Joe Johnson has 20,000 career points. Like, yeah.
That's not even one of those Chris Tucker
Top 30.
Yeah.
Top 30, maybe.
Yeah,
But
dog.
listen, he played 18 years, right? CJ in his what?
12.
Y'all played 18 years?
He'll play 18 years.
Dog,
Damn.
CJ in his 12 years, CJ has 14,000 points.
Are you catch him?
So if he play another 6,
We'll see. If CJ goes somewhere and just really be a third option where he just catch and shoots and come off the bench, I think he still averages 20. But
he
like he
got
needs
to
to win.
figure out 5 when he transitions to that 6-man role.
Listen,
And it's on his mind. He knows it's on the way. But he got to figure out when he's making that transition.
hell, I think he would have did it if this team was good.
Yeah.
Like the signs were there. I mean, I even go back to last year. Like his best minutes were with Jonas and shooters, just having space. And he got to go against, second team guys. Like they're not skilled enough to play against CJ McCollum. You can't guard him really. Damn. It just would have been perfect if Brandon and Zion were who they were supposed to be, at least at minimum.
No, and that's the thing, Lito. Like, a lot, like people give us or anybody that says something positive about CJ McCollum. I see it all the time. How y'all don't never say nothing negative about CJ. Y'all don't criticize in the way that y'all criticize Zion and Brandon. And it's like this, man. Anything negative or critical you can say about CJ, it's simply basketball related. It's simply like literally playing basketball.
Mhm.
It's either A, he's not a point, or things he can't control. He can't control that he's 6'3" or 6'4", right? So it limits how good he can be defensively. You know what I mean? Sometimes does he have tunnel vision in regards to shooting the fucking shot? Yeah, man, come on, y'all, get them likes up, man. Ain't enough people in here anyway for y'all for us to not be full with likes, man. Goddamn. You know what I mean? Damn. But when it comes to CJ, bro, it's literally just that. Or even age. Like it's nothing outside of that. With them other two, with Zion and Brandon, it's durability, it's fit, it's professionalism. We talking about for one of them, what type of shape they go. Like you don't have to ask these questions about CJ. It's literally just basketball. So if I have something bad to say about CJ, it ain't about me worrying about what type of shape he is. It's like, CJ, why you shoot that shot? CJ, why you didn't make that pass?
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? With Brandon and Zion, it's other shit. It's will they be on the floor? And then when they're on the floor, how they fit. Will one adapt? Will the other be around to allow the other one to adapt? Like those are the other things. That's why it's like we're not talking about it. It can never be even with those because CJ's always going to be on the fucking floor. He's always doing shit the right way in regards to being professional, being available. He's always going to be in shape. And whether you like it or not, he's going to produce.
You know what's wild, bro? My bad, Lito. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, who y'all think got more points all the time, Kawhi or CJ?
Ooh, that's a good one. I would say CJ.
I would say CJ as well.
Yep.
Too many threes.
He does. But before, dog, let me just hold on just 1 second. This man a 6-time All-Star, a 2-time NBA champ, all-rookie team, 2-time Finals MVP, All-Star Game MVP, 6-time All-NBA, 7-time All-Defense, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2014 Steals champ, and 75th. This man got dog. His fucking resume is incredible, dog.
And he low key.
Kawhi was on a scary fucking path.
He was
after that Toronto chip, bro.
He was.
Hey,
it was he was about to be in it was about to be 5 other motherfuckers in the conversation with him. It was one of them.
You know what's wild? He started to look like 2-3 in that finals run. He started like,
well, he got that midi down.
Then it was like late in the game. It was ping ping. I'm
Hey,
getting
bro,
ain't
see
nothing
that
you can do
movie?
about it.
See that movie hit? The movie hit. I forgot who that was guarding him. That shit hit him with the other day. 3 dribbles. That's it.
Bro. Man,
It was about to be ugly, bro. That resume, because a lot of the shit that you said, Lito, most of it ain't improved since that that Toronto championship. I think at that time he was, I don't remember his age, but I mean, how many years ago was that? Was that 5 years ago, 4 years, 6 years ago ish?
6 years
Like,
ago, pre-pandemic.
man, if he was really on a crazy arc, because he, like, resume we ain't seen. I mean, it was on the way to being, I won't say Jordan like, but not many wings with championships, the statistics, and then having the accolades on both sides of the floor, offense and defense.
And you lucky, right? And you're talking about Bron. You lucky he missed those free throws, right? Versus Miami. You lucky he missed those free throws, right? Because then he possibly has a one-up on Bron. Like, you win that chip, and I don't know what happens after that. But what if you do get to Toronto and get them a chip, and you still get all the accolades? That's 3 chips. And you brought a city that never had one a chip. Like, hey, bro, it was gonna be scary for Bronze and Bronze argument about great as ever. Yeah, you can have all them points if you want to, but head to head,
Hey, bro, he did he did something before he got injured. He was guarding Giannis 1-on-1 with
no safety help.
No help. Giannis couldn't overpower him. He couldn't get past him. Like, this man, I don't give a fuck. After he retired, immediately put his Hall of Fame put his jersey in the Hall. Like, and this is an intangible. He got one of the best Jordan 1 off brands of all time with them. Bro, I still want them shoes.
Oh, I'm mad he left Jordan, but I get it.
Yeah,
but I get it.
Shout out to Kawhi, man. CJ is not. He might be struggling to be top 30.
But let's
yeah.
switch over the conversation and talk about actual shooters, because I think that conversation is a little bit better for CJ. Like, how many shooters are actually better than CJ McCollum?
CJ McCollum. Now, that's a fun question. So, all right, look. We're talking the complete art of shooting.
Complete art of shooting. Yes. Off the dribble, catch and shoots, on the move.
Clay, Steph.
This is your favorite, or this is the same conversation.
I ain't giving that to Clay. I can't give it that. I can't do it. I can't do it.
That motherfucker scored 60 points on 11 dribbles.
But this is the thing.
Just no dribbles, just shots. What else you want from the nigga, bro?
No. Listen. He is the epitome of if I had a person who I'm grooming to play basketball, we studying his jump. He got a textbook jump.
Sure. What? I don't know if you're going against my part, but like what I'm trying to say right now. I don't know if you're not helping me.
I'm trying to understand the question. The question is you talking about is he a better player? Like, what are we?
Shooter.
Oh,
just
no,
shooting the basketball. But because look,
he the second greatest shooter, bro.
Right. But that's why I asked the total art of shooting, because with CJ got more things he could do off the dribble.
What?
Huh?
Peter, what?
Clay?
What happened?
Y'all said Clay is the what? I'm sorry.
He the
second what?
He the second greatest shooter ever.
Over who? I mean, that's over a lot of people. All right, who's first? Tell me who's first.
Steph's first. Ray's second. Ray's second.
Ray, no, he passed Ray for me. He broke. I'm saying, like,
That's what we talk. I think that's before.
That's why I asked the total art of shooting.
Yeah.
Because if you can't take 2 or 3 dribbles inside the 3-point line and find a way to still manufacture efficiency or a shot, it's hard for me. Clay's still top 4, top 5-ish, but he ain't over Ray.
Clay do that though. Clay mid post game. He bro.
It's better than Ray?
No.
No. Ray's a better player than Clay.
No. We're just talking about
We talking shooting.
I don't think he's a better shooter than Clay.
You know,
I think Clay the greatest.
Son.
I think Clay the
Son,
ain't no
Ray
way.
was a number one option being the best shooter in the game.
Absolutely, for sure. The game that changed, baby.
it has, and he still Clay still ain't in Ray's realm, dog.
Hey, Ray got 60 and 3/4. Off just jumpers. I ain't talking about no
Look
layups,
at who he played with.
we got to take that out of the equation. We literally just talking about the ball got to go in the basket at the end of the day.
And Ray is. Go ahead.
So five. Let me ask you this: if let's say Ray's 2, is Clay 3rd?
Shooters.
Yep.
He top 5.
Ooh.
Hold on. Who 3 and 4? I need to hear
Let's
who
get
3
it.
and 4 is.
I wouldn't mind. Like Clay is debatable with Reggie Miller to me. That's the same conversation. No, like,
But see, I think we okay.
I ain't mad at that.
This is what I'm saying. I think we talk in that case. Again, Ray Allen is the better player for me.
No.
I think Ray Allen is the better player than Reggie Miller. I think he's a better player than Reggie Miller. But
They're talking shooting.
just shooting.
He better than
Reggie
Bird?
Miller, bro. I hate Reggie Miller, bro. So I'm not.
I don't see, and that's another name, dog.
He
Like
better than Bird.
He ain't shoot enough. He ain't got enough attempts.
That, but see, that was the game. We gotta look at it
yeah, we got to even out
for what the
playing
game
field.
was.
Yeah.
Based off the game that was there.
If we doing that, Bird a top 10 player all time. Like I know we not talking about.
And I wouldn't be mad at.
I wouldn't argue with that.
So if we
He in
doing
my
that,
top 10.
if we doing that, I don't like comparing generations, dog. I
know.
don't.
That's why the shooting argument is important because it's a skill that's transferable through like motherfucker. You're not putting Andrew Toney in your top 10, but he was a really good shooter. Shout out to UL. Shout out to USL. You know Andrew Toney.
Hold on.
See, all right, all right, KJ.
Let's pie.
But look though, the reason I say Bird, right? Because Bird could shoot standing still. Bird could shoot to the right. He could shoot to the left. He could shoot off the left shoulder, off the right shoulder. He could take a dribble back and shoot and have the same jumper and still be. He could shoot in transition, shoot in the corner. He didn't have a weak spot on the floor, and he could shoot anywhere on the floor. So that's why to me, you know what I mean? Like Larry. But that's why I'm asking.
Larry was telling motherfuckers I'm about to shoot. He was telling you.
Hey, you ever heard Dominique Wilkins give his
Yes.
I think that was his rookie year, and
he told that story multiple times. Yeah.
You know what's funny to me? I always look at like how black men, like older black men, respond to certain people. Right? They gonna tell you who was really good and who was really bad. And it's really hard for them to give praise to white men at times, right? Like, they don't want to. There's only 2 people, like basketball wise, that I think like older black men will immediately say that motherfucker was nice. One being Larry Bird, the other being Pete Maravich. You hear a black man in the South talk about Pete Maravich, it's almost like God came back.
Hold on.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? All right, look. All right, hold on. Let's actually get to it. Let's actually get to a list because this could go. All right, so I'm gonna get my list and then y'all could go.
This is tough, man.
All right.
I got Steph.
Okay.
I got Ray. I got Larry Bird.
Good list.
Clay. KD.
Oh, Kevin. I forgot about Kevin.
That's my top 5.
Oh.
Hey, it's hard to argue against that one, dog.
Oh man, Kevin. Fuck.
You know what I mean? See what I mean? Like,
no, shoot that 5. That's fire.
Listen, I would argue to say Kevin's a better shooter than Clay. I would argue it. I'm not saying I'm totally right, but I can make an argument that Kevin's a better shooter than Clay.
I'm KD such an anomaly to me, dog. Like I know
unfair.
I don't
Like
I really don't. I know people hate KD, bro, but
hold on, beat him in. That's a crazy thing. But CJ defeats KD in shooting, like a shooting challenge. I don't know.
I mean, because now we talking like pound for pound.
Yeah, this is like boxing.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We talking one dude that's 7 feet or 6'11" that is all of his shots are a lot easier versus CJ having to weave and having to create. Like his degree of difficulty is a lot different than KD's is. So you get a larger array, at least in his prime. Maybe not as much today with him being a little bit older and athleticism not being the same. But we talking Portland CJ?
Hey, where's Dame in this?
yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yes,
He ain't better than CJ.
I disagree.
As a shooter, he ain't better than CJ.
I disagree.
He's not a better shooter than CJ.
I disagree.
I'm cool with that.
I wish there was a button here to say I disagree more. Like
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Hell
I'm
no.
cool with that. Not a better shooter than CJ.
Hell no.
Pound for not a better shooter than CJ.
Yeah, nah. I don't think he's a better shooter than CJ.
What?
And like if you saying like off the dribble, maybe it's closer, but catch and shoots or
They ain't got range, dog.
Dame got super range though.
Yeah.
Like I think it's more like the splash plays, but that motherfucker can shoot it though. I ain't gonna sit up and be like, oh, it's a total separation of the two. It might be two slots. Pause. Like I don't know, bro. That's close.
Bro,
Where's James is in this list?
James is
Has to be.
I think James is third all time. James is second all time in 3-pointers made.
Yep, he's right behind Steph. Pause. Like,
That's
yeah.
crazy. And I don't know where the fuck I would rank James. It might be a while before I get to James Harden, bro. Pause.
Damn, this is disrespectful, dog.
That's a good ass question, dog. It's a good ass exercise. Because then you gotta really start looking at like pure shooters. Like I wouldn't put JJ in this round. Like he just really wasn't the greatest shooter.
Probably Kyle Korver.
Yeah, Kyle's in there, bro. What is that point where he scored like 21 straight all threes or some shit like that?
Lito boy Steve Nash.
I love Steve Nash, dog.
I do love Steve Nash, but I still wouldn't put him as like greatest shooter.
Dog, damn, Lillard has 2,700 made 3-pointers in his career.
Wait, what?
2,700, dog.
Look,
Come on, man. You
Dame's a great shooter, dog. But we talking about okay.
Chris.
CJ's also an elite 3-point shooter, right? But we talking about a dude that was one of the best mid-range shooters of all time. Still had the variety. Still could do off the dribble. I ain't talking about this for even this version is fucking elite. He got I don't know how many years of being 40%. I mean, if you ask me to pick him, I'm gonna pick CJ, and it's about a little bit. I ain't shitting on Dame by saying that.
I listen. This is all I'm saying. If I told you, player B had 1,100 3-pointers made in his career versus player A who has 2,700 3-pointers made in his career, you would say.
I would say that motherfucker's shooting the fuck out the ball.
Shooting the fuck out the ball.
He's shooting the fuck out the ball, and whoever the fuck he play for, they letting him shoot it. That's what I would say.
Bro, they're a year apart from when they got drafted, 2013, 2014, and Dame has like 8,000 more points. Like it's not.
But Dame was like the number one option when he got there.
I get it. I'm just saying
Dame was the guy. I'm not. See that's the problem with this conversation because it sounds like it get to the point to where I almost gotta be disrespectful to Dame and say fuck Dame to get my point across. Because at some point get to the point to where I don't give a fuck no more. I'm like fuck Dame Lillard.
Coming.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But to keep it all the way real, I just think CJ got a little bit more variety past the 3-point line when we're talking about just shooting than Dame. I do. Just a little bit. And I don't think, and just because one got a lot more volume, I gotta pull up the numbers. I gotta pull up the numbers and see exactly how many we talking here. You know, like Steph's volume, ain't nobody gonna be close to goddamn Steph. Nobody. And there's a reason for that.
I feel like as far as shooters go, I'm not saying he like high on this list, but every time Kyrie miss a 3, I'd be surprised. That motherfucker form. Go ahead, my bad.
No. I'm with you. No, go ahead.
His shot is the same. Like me, when I talk about like shooters, it's the same shot every time. KD, Clay, Steph. The degree of his shots change his form because they be so difficult sometimes. But like, man, it's a lot of people on this list, dog. It's a lot of people on this list.
Now, Ant talked about that when he was working out with KD over the summer or just with the Olympics and stuff. He was like, it's so crazy because all his shots are exactly the same no matter where he shoots it from. And anybody that's hoop, like we understand what that really means. Like, you mean to tell me like nothing bother you, nothing change? Like the distance doesn't change your approach. Like you can still get the same jump off your shot, the same form off your shot, and nothing changed. You ain't got to put an extra oomph on that motherfucker. Nothing. It's all wrist. Like that shit is beautiful to see. And Kyrie being 6'1" and being able to do that is utterly amazing. And he got a dribble against the dude that's guarding him. It's probably like 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan and still be able to get his shot off. Kyrie could be top 20 to me, and I wouldn't really balk at it. I truly wouldn't. It's just something about somebody being able to do that consistently on a night to night. Like, ain't nothing you really can do about it.
I knew I wasn't tripping.
All right.
I pulled up the numbers. Okay. Dame for his career. Now, mind you, he done shot the shit out this basketball. Okay, this motherfucker got seasons where he done shot 11 3-pointers per game. It's crazy.
Swear. A game?
A game. But it was, you know what? It was half of the year in Portland. He shot 11 threes a game. He had 2 seasons where he shot 10 threes a game. But he shoots about 37% for his career from 3. CJ is at 39.8. 40% is right there. It's right fucking there. I know he got him when it comes to mid-range efficiency. I understand what you're saying in regards to value. But if you but we talking efficiency, right? We talking that has to be a part of the conversation. Give a fuck how many times you shoot it. CJ there, he at least got an argument. That's all I'm saying. Almost 40% for his career.
Hey, and to your point, Chris, Trey Slenderman, hopefully this is like for career, right? This puts CJ in this argument.
Yes.
Oh, Mike Miller.
Oh.
Hold on 1 second though, because the argument we did the pod the other day, and the argument was CJ is, I forgot, bro. Me and Chris did a show. It was CJ, Clay, and Steph. As far as like efficiency wise and like per volume, the greatest shooters of all time. I'm not making that up. I'm not saying it. That's what they called it.
Yeah. No, Dame got, and again, Dame's elite. Dame has like 1. He may have 2. But I think he got 1 year where he shot over 40% for a season. CJ got like 4. I'm just saying it's not as crazy as some of y'all want. Now, I know what Dame time is. I've seen the watch. I've seen him point at the wrist. Like I respect him. I think CJ a little higher.
And
it's different, right? At 37 though.
Huh?
Him at 37.
Hey, bro, it's a big difference between 37 and 39. Not like
we talking elite. Yeah.
Like when you really look at it, especially with that volume, right? Because what Dame, you said he has like 2,700 made threes.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fucking threes.
You know what I'm saying?
bro.
Like, what if CJ had
it's really not though.
like, but what if CJ had the same number of attempts as Dame? Like, that's how you really look at it, and still kept the same volume or efficiency. Like, you probably blow him out the water.
See, that's why I need to see CJ's I need to see the threes, like the attempts per year. Because I'm looking, Dame was average, like Chris said, he was shooting 11 a game, and he still shot that bitch at 37.5. I'm like,
That's really great.
like,
Nah, he's fantastic, and that and to fucking that just shows how insane Steph is, and how you know how people say we will never see another such and such.
nah, we won't.
We will all be dead, and there will never be another Steph Curry. And after our kids, they perish away and leave the earth, they still will have never seen another Steph Curry. I know, like that will never happen. It's impossible, dog. It's impossible. Steph's volume beats Dame's volume, right? But it might not even be close, Lito. And if we talking efficiency, Steph for his career shoots the fucking, what is this here? 42%.
That's insane.
Steph got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years with at least 11 3-point attempts a game.
With the best opposing defender guarding him at all times.
Yeah.
This man shot 12.7 threes a game and made that bitch at 42%.
We will never see another him.
Oh my
God. It will
God.
never happen. It can't.
You know what's wild? Every time he shoots, I really do think it's going in.
You should.
The numbers
Yes,
tell
we
you.
should.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. I mean, but y'all never gave me y'all list though.
Shooters.
Well,
Shooters. Clay, Ray, KD.
Five on the list.
yeah. Yep.
Steph. Oh, my bad. You done?
No. I got two more. KD, and I'll go Clay. I guess 5.
She up there.
Yeah. Let's just end it with I don't want to do that. Let's say Reggie.
Man, fuck with
Okay.
He Reggie Miller, dog. Steph, Clay, AD, Ray. Ah man, this
You know what I'm
is
saying? Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody who like
You can say Reggie, bro, if you want to.
no, I'm
Yeah,
never
yeah.
I'm never
You
gonna say
could
that.
though.
No, I know. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Larry Bird, no.
No, I can't. I want Dirt.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro. Hey, bro, that finals run was so dog.
Dirt. Yeah, Dirt.
Yeah, it was.
I-
It was up there.
I ain't never
Yeah.
thought I'd root for a German like that.
Yeah. He
When that boy came to the game with a to go play, I was like, oh.
yeah.
Then I see who prepared this to go play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole different kind of yams right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like him, I think you give bro like a different level of credence is because like Kevin Durant won't even like he won't admit to being 7 feet, right? He always say he's 6'10", 6'11", whatever it is. Dirk legit 7 feet and was shooting like that. Legit 7 feet. Well, whatever.
Melo.
Shooting?
I
Really good shooter, but
No. Different conversation. That's a scoring conversation. That's a bucket getter conversation.
We talked about CJ and CJ's variety of buckets. That's literally what my mind went to when I was thinking about variety of buckets.
But where we at with the three with him though?
I mean, the greatest 3-point shooter in Olympic history.
Congrats. It's a shorter line, different basketball.
Yeah.
Your Dirk point though.
How many
Dirk had the whole hood doing this at the park. Like, dog. Yeah.
That's a gang sign, by the way.
I heard.
Yeah, allegedly. Nah, dog. Dirk. I ain't mad at that, bro. I mean, you know, he got a shot that half the league ended up stealing. Like, I mean, what else you want from him? He got a ring, a legendary finals ring. Should have two.
You know the math behind, the science behind his shot though? Like, you ever heard the story behind that shit?
Oh, you talking about the German dude that taught him? Yeah.
The fucking scientist. A scientist.
Taught him how to shoot the ball?
Like that. Yes.
Analytics at an early stage.
Crazy, dog. Man was like 10 years old.
Kyle Korver or Peja?
Carmelo got 1,700 3-pointers, dog. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Where he
so I'm saying
it's not enough.
It's more to see.
Make it enough. What was the clip at? Like what, 36, 37? 36 possibly, 35% maybe.
35.5.
See what I'm saying?
Nah, he can't. He can't even enter the room.
Yeah.
He tried to get in the building. He get to Jamal Adams. Like,
yeah.
No, sir.
No. Wait, what was the question? What was the question you asked?
Kyle Korver
or a Peja.
Better shooter?
That's tough.
Better shooter.
Dog.
Better shooter.
Because one, this is a very difficult situation because they shoot the exact same types of threes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pin downs, catch and shoots, DHOs.
It's Peja.
Peja shit was so fire, bro. Because once he got that shit in the pocket and he
slinging that bitch. Hey, Peja's so gangster. Peja was the only person I ever seen in my life. I stole this move after I seen him do it one time. I'm in Houston's on St. Charles. Peja pull up. Peja walk up to the bar in basketball shorts. First of all, you can't even go in Houston's if you ain't got pants on. Man was in basketball shorts. He ordered a steak to go. I didn't even know you could do that, bro. He ordered a Hawaiian ribeye to go. Man, I said bet.
Top tier eating.
I stole that shot.
Top tier eating right there. Hawaiian ribeye. Y'all go to Houston's, man. I think they renamed it now. You know what I'm saying? But no. I think they named the state. I think they renamed the state. Shout out to Houston, man. Larry Bird was the first won the first 3-point contest. We're talking shit. His competitors, which was Craig Hodges, who won that Birds and compete.
Craig Hodges.
Craig was a
shout out to Craig, man.
They put Craig out the league, huh?
Yeah, they surely did.
They surely did. They surely did.
Craig was the dude that was mentoring Lito Shooter.
Excuse me? Clay. Yo. This is a family show.
Come on now, dog. You all right?
What?
We ain't no motherfucking freaks. We some family men. We getting it paper. Know what I'm talking about?
Clay, this is a family show, dog. You can't talk like that.
Dog, the snow outside, Clay. Just go hop in it, bro. You
can't talk like that.
You need time out. You need cooling down.
Clay.
We know what you
We
did.
assumed. we assume, dog. I guess at the
Go kill yourself off, bro.
Yeah, where Rachel at when you need her, man?
in racial chat room showing feet. Oh man, that's incredible.
Nah, man.
I'm out of conversation, guys. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all got anything else that was it?
Let's see, man. Let's hit the questions in the chat before we get out of here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but
oh man, hold on, man. Shout out to
yeah,
oh, man.
Hey, trauma.
This is a bro.
Two
shout out to you, bro. Yeah, the Wizards should retire John Wall jersey.
Oh, yeah. Do the John Wall. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And he got a Dougie. He got a Dougie.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, he got a Dougie. Yeah.
And they gotta bring Cowherd on the floor to sit there and watch him Dougie all the way through. All the way through. Rashard Lewis was a dog too. And shout out to Hito. Shout out to Hito.
He was.
Same bad boy Splash Brothers before Steph and Clay. I don't think they ever called them the Bad Boy Splash Brothers. If they did, that's the worst nickname of all time.
Dwight Howard was on that team too, so I don't know if you want to call him that. Does the best shooting guard in our history get traded if they smart?
Yeah.
So no.
Man. No, look, I still question it, man. I still question if this organization that cares as much as about like players that do so well in the community and someone that has the kind of power outside of like just the game of basketball CJ has, being a part of Play Association. I wouldn't be surprised if they are thinking or finding a way, at least considering keeping him.
I'm sorry.
Poor Sam on the court and make him dance. What does that? What
does that even mean?
What?
The first thing I saw, bro.
Dog, like, so I don't know, man. Like I don't even know if I really be mad at him, man. I think that they should trade him, but if you told me that they decided to keep him and that they wanted to put together an like, all right, Bob, if CJ walks up to you right now, if he walks up to Griff or whoever, Bryson, fuck yeah, whoever, and says, I want to retire here, I'll do whatever it means. You know, we're going to have to make the numbers work, but I'll do whatever it means in regards to the basketball element of it, being a 6-man, whatever, to make that happen. I want to retire here. What do you do?
If I'm who?
If you are whoever, if you're ownership or whatever, if he says he wants to retire, he wants to put together one final extension in his career in New Orleans, what do you do?
Made two separate plans, right? First, I got to move Brandon. If that moves Brandon, right? Like, see what that gets me in return. But I have to understand, like, okay, what is the next contract for CJ McCollum look like? You have to understand that too, right? And if that money doesn't coincide with what, like CJ, you're gonna have to take a pay cut doing that, and I hope you know that. So if that money doesn't like align with what you like, you gotta have those conversations super early. If that money doesn't align perfectly, I appreciate you, but I got to get you out of here. Got to get you to a better situation. I don't want to, but if we can't make the money make sense for everybody involved, we appreciate you what you've done. But again, I don't think the Pelicans have the leverage. Whatever CJ wants to do, they'll probably abide by it, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Whatever CJ wants to do, because he can make this real ugly, but he's not that type of person, but he could make this real ugly for the Pelicans.
We know he didn't see some shit in his
dog. He know where all the bodies at.
ain't no lie.
Lito, what you think?
I think that you saying if he asked to stay.
If he asked to stay and says he wants to sign an extension, after next season, what do you do?
I'm with 5. You got to consolidate the roster. Because he has value. That's the thing. Like he has value. He has a tangible skill that you need. My question to him would be, would you buy in coming off the bench?
Let's say he says yes.
I'd be down for that. But we have to make the money work. Because that's obviously the most important part of the scenario. Because I still have like moves I have to make to show up the roster.
Yep.
So if we can make the money work, yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Well, I mean, look, I think we had a good conversation here about CJ.
What do you think? No, what do you think?
Oh, I no, I think they do it. I think you do it. I think that he has to 100% take less. I think he gotta do like numbers similar, if not like DeMar DeRozan-ish, to where to what DeMar got with Sacramento. It gotta be something like that.
What did he get?
Gotta be.
What DeMar make?
I think he was in the 20s. I think that's where I don't think CJ can't make $30 million a year again. TV money and all, he can't make $30 million a year. He has to be somewhere in the 20s, maybe a 2-year deal.
Imagine that CJ McCollum, president of the Basketball Association that negotiated the deal, is like impacted negatively because of the deal that he made. That's
karma.
Karma like a motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, that's karma. But that's what I would do, because I think he does have value. And yes, I'm with both of y'all. It would have to be him being a six man. I think he brings more value to your organization and to this organization than he would maybe almost anywhere else. You just don't have enough positive like landmarks. You don't have a bunch of things that you can point to, like pillars, things of consistency, things of professionalism. You could use him, cause fuck, who's the best professional on the team after he leaves? When you trade him, who's the best professional on the team? Who can you count on when we're talking about consistency? Herb? Is it Herb Trey at that point? Like,
hey, when I interviewed CJ, I think the first thing that I was talking to him about was like legacy. Like I think he's a big proponent of his legacy and understanding like what he will be viewed as when he stops playing basketball, or possibly when he leaves this earth. Like the legacy of CJ McCollum, like what does that actually say? I mean, going from Portland to New Orleans, I get it, right? 2 franchises that haven't won in a long time or has never won anything. Super positive impact on the community, great. But like on the basketball court, like what does that look like? Do you actually have a chance here? That's the question you have to ask CJ McCollum. Does that really look possible? Because I asked him that. Like again, I think that was my last question. And I asked him like, is winning a championship in New Orleans a viable thing that you believe? And he said yes. Did I believe him? No. But maybe he, thinks something that I don't think. Hey, show me. Please show me something different.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if CJ's the guy who's looking to go someplace else and relocate completely for a couple of years in his career. Like I don't know if that's him. He seems to be somebody who loves stability. He said nothing but good things about the city. He seems to like structure. It's very ironic that he's in a situation that lacks a lot of structure, but I do know that CJ likes power. I do know that CJ likes control. And I know that there's not many other places, once again, not many other winning situations that he's going to have the amount of power and control that he has right now in New Orleans. I don't know if that's the case.
I just got a light bulb moment.
Yeah.
Do you think CJ would like to be a GM?
I don't know.
Some kind of executive. Some kind of executive. Yep.
I can see CJ running a organization. And I look at that, I'm like, okay, which organization would be easily accessible to run? Possibly the one you've played for, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he do that in Portland? He has a winery there, right? He has those vineyards. I think that may be in like California, but still close enough. But maybe in a place like New Orleans.
Yeah. If it's true, 5, and you would know better. And it's true that he's comfortable, that his family's happy. Like those are things, and the way that this we talk about. Someone said in the comments earlier, like New Orleans, both franchises, they love to hold on to players too long. They love to, like, Cam Jordan's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't CJ turn into Cam Jordan? Cam Jordan's going to end his career as a Saint. It's no question to me. It's going to happen because that matters to New Orleans. That matters to the Saints. That matters to the organization. They value those kind of things. I would not be surprised if the Pelicans, who are even a worse organization than the Saints, historically, I would not be surprised if the Pelicans were looking for something similar like that. Like okay, we keep having these people like leave ultimately. We don't have the stories in regards to a person of CJ McCollum's cachet to retire in New Orleans. There's no Udonis Haslem stories from New Orleans. Like even the fucking Kings have people that come back, like role players that everyone loves, like that eventually returns.
Yeah, Doug Christie's their coach. I mean,
yes, yeah.
The
Pelicans need something. Like they need something like that. Yeah. CJ can be one of those guys. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's something that is considered, because I mean, unless we think the market for CJ is something substantial, I don't know if he's gonna ask out or demand out.
On a whole nother note, yo, you know what I was thinking about the other day as I look at the Golden State Warriors? This is not a Warriors podcast, but they made some very bad draft picks. Like you talk about the Pelicans drafting, they made some very bad draft picks. But you know the thing that's like the real reason they dynasty crumbling? They chose Draymond over KD.
That's the real reason?
I think they chose Draymond over a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yep.
Like it rises. Like the boat rises with Steph, but it falls with Draymond. Right? Like it truly does fall because of him. Like he has been defensive player of the year, 4-time champion, all that shit, gravy. But you lost the chip because of Draymond.
Yep.
Like
you surely did.
Yeah, like it's all people don't bring that shit up enough. Right? Like, okay, he's the heartbeat of the team. That's all fine and dandy, but you can't be a heartbeat and still failing when the team needs you. Like, you don't advance your game at any shape or form. I get it. Steph's a better shooter. You're supposed to help him, but you also need to create space for him to be a better shooter. You didn't advance your game in a way that was conducive for the team. But I think you're right. Like, Draymond, they choose KD. I mean, they choose Draymond over KD. They choose Draymond over Jordan Poole. They
miss Jordan Poole.
It seemed like Steph would just have an easier time having somebody like Jordan Poole.
Somebody else in the backcourt that can do anything with the ball. Like this reminds me of
should have drafted LaMelo Ball.
The play-in year before they won the championship the next year. In a lot of ways for them, that's just to what Steph is doing way too much for a dude at his age, with the level that he's still at. He should be passing the responsibility on to someone else, or at least having a level of help. Lito, can you pull back up that Rondo question? I think we can answer that and then get up on out of here. Shout out to Rondo, man. I've asked this before. Do you guys have any thoughts on Rondo as a coach? I just think he has a unique basketball mind, and small market teams need an edge in coaching to attract talent that he brings. Ron, I think Rondo would be an amazing coach. The only thing I worry about with Rondo is can he adapt his style with this generation? Can he adapt? Because like Rondo's issue sometimes, even when he was in New Orleans, is that he's always the smartest person in the room. Always the smartest person in the room. Coach say do one thing, we doing this. No, I play. I'm doing this. Can Rondo succeed that way? Can he succeed within a business structure? You know what I'm saying? Like, and is he going to be able to relate to somebody that reminds him of a player that maybe he didn't get along with when he was playing? What happens when the player that he's trying to coach is a contrast of his personality like Ray Allen was? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happens when he runs into an executive that reminds him of Rick Carlisle? How does he react? Because the Rondo that I know,
you beat the shit out of him.
That's the Rondo that I know doesn't handle those situations very well. But are we talking about just as an intellect? Just like knowing the game, being able to teach the game, coach the game quickly, like on a fly? I'd be hard pressed off the top of my head to name you many people I think can beat him in that game.
I think coaching be so much more than just, the X's and O's of a game plan or of a game. Cool. Like, it'd have to be the right style for Rondo. Like, he'd have to get him early, right? He'd have to get younger players. I think he could adapt to that, teaching them the ways of the NBA that he would, show younger players, right? Watching film, understanding that, like, what does that actually look like? That would be great. The hard part will be when motherfuckers get their money. Like, you still gonna listen to Rondo then? Will it still be beneficial for you then? Will he still be able to tell you something that you don't like to hear, and you still be able to abide by it or listen to it or accept it for what it is? Also, like the stuff that Chris mentioned is the off the court stuff, right? Being able to shake hands and kiss the babies. Hey, bro, you're going to have to talk after every game, after every practice about the decisions that you made, and somebody that you don't think knows about basketball is going to criticize you in your face. Are you going to be receptive to that? Are you going to be willing to speak that way? Are you not going to be able to do some bitch ass shit behind their back and go tell their manager about it? Like, what are you actually going to do? What kind of person, what kind of man are you actually going to be as a coach? And I think Rondo's a cool motherfucker. Seems solid. Nobody has anything truly negative to say, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they do. We won't necessarily say it to his face, but I think it'd be a great person for a young organization. But would you be willing to give him that time to develop?
I personally think that I would rather have him on my staff.
True.
Maybe I start him out as player development. I don't necessarily know if everything that I would say is basically what the guys have already said. It's just his temperament. And while it's great as a player, if it's not nuanced enough where he can't pivot, he can't transition into like a more melancholy approach to certain situations. I don't know. Like, you can't go into every situation with a man. I was with a like a bull in the china shop. Yeah. Because it's about to get crazy. Crazy. I had to make sure I ain't want to step on the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Iron fist.
So I think he's brilliant though. Like, I listen to him talk. I listen to Rondo. Anytime Rondo's on a podcast, I literally I listen to what he says. You hear him when him and Brian together on the Lakers. Like, you listen to those sort of things, like those conversations. Like, Rondo is calling the other team's plays out. He's calling their sets out. He knows exactly where every player on the court is going to be. I think that brings value to your organization, but I think he has to kind of tone it down some in order to be a head coach. But what do I know? I don't know.
What I'm curious is Rondo able to adapt to that person that doesn't see the game as well as he does?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see it, why can't you see it? You know, I told you to run this play two or three times. Like I'll tell you this, no matter what, if I could have Rondo just for this particular team, just for one season, or just for the next half a season, be perfect. It'd be great. I would, just as a social experience.
Yeah, like I wouldn't care about wins and losses. Like I just
wouldn't care. Just make Rondo the head coach, and just whatever happens, happens. Like I guarantee you, a lot of things would change for the better, or everybody would quit, and we wouldn't have a team. Either or. You know what I mean? Oh no, yeah, nah, this dope though. Bibby's announcer, Bobby Jackson was the coach, Doug Christie. Yeah, Vlad was a GM. Yeah, Brad Miller. Man, like, that's what it should be about. Like, why isn't David West a part of something with New Orleans right now? I don't know if they made the call or not, but like, some of these guys gotta come back, man. People that are loved players, because eventually these jerseys will be retired. I mean, minimum Chris Paul's jersey is getting retired. Minimum. Hopefully a guy like David West should follow, but the Pelicans gotta find a way to start building some of the things that even the Saints are doing, right? They have a fucking Ring of Honor, and like they have a goddamn group of former players that no matter how old you are, about, you've heard, they will always be back and always visit. The Pelicans at some point have to find a way to do that, and the only way they can do it is either A, start winning games, or B, start fucking immortalizing these people, some of them, the ones that actually deserve it, and maybe a guy like CJ McCollum getting his jersey retired, which I think whenever he leaves, it should be in the conversation of happening. That can be the start of something.
Hold on, truthfully, I would, it's my last point. I don't know the last time or the next time the Pelicans play the Spurs, or hopefully there's a home game when that happens, right? If the Pelicans are truly smart, truly smart, and I don't think the organization truly is, probably have some smart people in the building, but as a whole, no. I would retire Chris Paul's jersey while he's playing. Like, I wouldn't wait for him to retire to do it. I would do it then. Like, I would truly do it. Like, hey, I don't know if this is your last season, but I want to give you this while you can see it, and do it then. Chris Paul probably cried because he's just an emotional person, but like, I would do it this season just to have some kind of goodwill behind you, because the Pelicans just don't have any. I would do it. That way you can kind of like separate from the old finally. It always seems like they dwell on the past so much. Like, okay, just put dudes, like, he's not coming back. Just put his number up there in the Raptors. Like, cool. This would be a cool gesture.
Agreed.
I ain't mad at
Yo,
that.
man, that's the show, man. Shout out to Five, shout out to Lito, man. Shout out to all the good people that support us here, man. John Deere, Sunshine, Standard, Mortgage, DraftKings Sportsbook as well. Theo's, 4D, and Scott Vigner as well. MJ's jersey being retired in Miami still doesn't make any sense, and it's absolutely crazy. Don't know why it exists. They should be ashamed. They should not be able to be a Miami culture if you have someone else's jersey.
Obama.
Like that's like you letting like your girl have her ex-boyfriend's hoodie in your closet. Throw that shit away.
Hey, man, I saw my ex with my hoodie on, bro. And I was like, hey, give me that. I haven't seen that in a while. She said no. I'm like, what kind of shit is that? You gonna be around other dudes with my hoodie on? That's kind of wild, dog, ain't it?
She has SIM card. She has SIM card. She holding on to the past.
Yeah.
The context in there.
That say a lot about her, a lot more about her than it does you. But yo, but yeah, what the fuck y'all doing, Miami? Pat Riley, come on, dog.
Like, Black Jesus though, Chris.
I understand, dog, but his jersey don't need to be in Miami, whatever color Jesus he is. I mean, that's fine. He could walk on waters. He shouldn't be able to walk on the Raptors in Miami. You feel what I'm saying? Shouldn't he walk?
Shout out to whoever gave me this candle. Again, appreciate you.
We are gonna end with this. You know what? I don't have the video pulled up here. Don't worry about it. I just saved y'all for some bullshit. We'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Bucks, Pelicans. I'm assuming Zion plays, but you never you never know. But as always, y'all know that y'all can find us post game live after the game. They play tomorrow. Somehow, some way. I don't know how people get into the game. But yo, man, y'all be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of that snow. You know what I'm saying? For Lito, for 5.
Enjoy the snow.
Enjoy the snow. Let it snow.
Man, rap.